Live.
No, we're
We
not.
out here.
It still says off there.
Yeah, we'll give it a second and it'll show up.
There we go.
Google Hangouts is live, baby. We did it. Yeah, on my screen. On my
We'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Fuck it. All right,
We'll do
yeah.
it live. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Shit. All right. I guess every intro we do to this is just gonna be awful. It's just gonna consist of us asking each other if we're live.
We can make it fun that way.
Yeah. I mean, we can, like, every episode we'll just try to make it worse and worse.
On purpose.
Until eventually none of us just says anything and we just stare at the camera for 30 minutes and that's the end of the episode. All right. All right, what's up, bitches? Anyways, welcome to AEW podcast episode number 3. I'm Frankie.
Hello.
I'm Frankie. We got my boy Mackenzie. My boy Mackenzie up over here. We're gonna talk about some All Elite Wrestling, some shit like that.
We got We got a Florida boy and a displaced Florida boy.
Yeah, I mean, we're both from Florida. I know we already got some viewers from the UK. So, shit. Everybody that I've met on Instagram that actually showed up into the chat is from the UK. So, cheers.
United Kingdom loves the wrestling, and
yeah, that's what you say over there, right? Cheers, mate. Before we start this episode, I want to give a fucking shout out to my boy. What does he want me to call him? Let me scroll down here. Dog called Mick White. That's his Instagram. His Instagram is dog called Mick. Dude, I hope that's his Instagram. I think that's it. All right. Anyway, my boy Dominic that I met over on Instagram, he helped me write the outline to this beautiful podcast. He helped me write the outline to this episode. He'll be on the podcast. If today's Wednesday, he'll be up here on Friday, I think. So keep your eyes out for that. It's going to be a good episode. My boy Dominic from England. All right, that's what it says. All right, back to the episode. Welcome to episode 3, AEW podcast. Mackenzie, what's up with you, bro?
Well, trying not to let college kill me, but I'm not pretty good.
I got about another 6 months until I'm in college, and then that's going to be the end of me.
Do you know what school you're going to, or want to go to?
I'm going to Broward College.
Are you going to transfer somewhere else, or are you just going to stay there?
I have no idea. All right.
But it's a 2-year school, isn't it?
It's a community college.
It's a 2-year school.
Because I'm a school person, you know. All right. Anyways, back to wrestling, everybody. Introduction to the show. Introduce myself. All right, I did that. Introduce my co-guest. I fucking did that. All right. Anyways, on tonight's podcast, we will be talking about Triple H's comments on All Elite Wrestling. We're going to be talking about All Elite Wrestling files for a new trademark. That's going to be up here too. Jay Riso, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, a.k.a. Christian, had some comments on AEW. We're going to go through some of that. All Elite Wrestling partners with OWE. So that's going to be our second to last thing. And then we got Will Double or Nothing sell out. And then we're going to both give our fucking opinions on that. We'll save that for the end, I guess. That is the order we chose, and that is the order we are doing it. Okay. So far, everybody, we have 2 people in the podcast. One of them is me, 2 people in the live stream. One of them is me, and one of them is Mackenzie. So it looks like we're getting somewhere, boys.
I'm not on the app right now, so.
Oh, that explains why it only says there's one person, and it's me.
And it's me.
I'll stalk myself if no one else is gonna. All right. Anyway, so I think this happened today. I'm not exactly sure. Triple H was promoting the upcoming NXT Takeover event. Do we know where that is? Where are they doing it? Phoenix. Yeah, because that's where they're doing the fucking.
They're doing it in a base. I know they're doing the Royal Rumble in a baseball stadium, but
yeah, that's gonna be fun. All right, fuck it. We're not supposed to talk about WWE, but it's gonna happen because.
I mean, it has something to do with this.
WWE are all correlated.
Something to do with this, so.
Yeah, they're all correlated, man. all of wrestling is it all means something to each other. So if that makes any sense. Anyways, Triple H was promoting the upcoming NXT Takeover event, and someone questioned him about AEW. The question was followed with a bunch of "whats" until eventually he started talking about it. Shit, I lost my spot. Sorry, boys.
Oh shit.
Are you there on it? Are you on it too, or is it just me?
You were on the.
All right, I got it. So he says "what" a bunch of times, obviously joking, and then he says, "Clearly something we're gonna have to keep our eye on." Yeah, no shit. You're gonna have to keep your eye on it. They're gonna take all of your wrestlers.
I mean, I always thought that if you look at what NXT is, it's kind of like what AEW is, sort of. I mean, even though it's under the WWE banner, it's still more focused on wrestling than it is entertainment, I think.
Yeah, I think so. NXT is more of an independent wrestling show than WWE is, obviously. And I think that's why it's so likable for a lot of people, because it's so different. It's so vastly different from WWE, and the booking's actually pretty good on there. They got talent. I mean, obviously WWE has a lot of talent, but the people on NXT can actually showcase their talent and get booked well. So,
like you always say, you have to be a wrestler to book. I mean, it's better to be a wrestler if you're a booker.
Yeah. So, Triple H is out there booking NXT, I think that's why they're so successful. And I also think that's why All Elite Wrestling is going to be successful, because you got Matt and Nick Jackson, you got Cody, you got Jericho. I'm sure he'll be helping. I think Road Dogg, was it Road Dogg that signed with them to help produce? Anyways, I still got to finish reading these quotes. All right. You got, when Triple H was questioned about, All Elite Wrestling, he said, "Clearly something we'll keep our eye on." And then he says, "They are out there doing their business, and we'll do what's right for our business and what's right for our fans." So I assume he's talking about NXT, because that's not necessarily what WWE is doing. But when it comes to NXT, they're doing a pretty good job. So yeah, props to Triple H on NXT.
I mean, I'm not sure if I see AEW being. I mean, I can see AEW being competition for WWE, but I see it more being a competition for NXT, because you don't have as many casual fans watching that show as watching NXT as you do the main shows. So it may affect NXT a little bit more than it does the main roster.
But the thing is, I don't know how much it's going to affect NXT, only because the people that are signed with NXT, at least I think they've already signed like a long-term contract or a long-term deal with WWE. So if you're in NXT, you're most likely going to be called up to the main roster, obviously, and then you'll be there for another year or two until your contract actually expires.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, the wheels have just started turning, so it's not like we have definitive evidence of what's going to happen yet.
Yeah, we've only seen All In. We haven't actually seen anything else. Tickets for Double or Nothing haven't even been put up yet, which we're gonna get to later. But man, what if they sell out? I know we're kind of getting off track here, but selling out the MGM Grand in Vegas is huge.
Yeah.
I think that'll be huge for them. So Triple H is out here commenting about AEW. Vince probably doesn't even know what the fuck AEW is. Vince is just worried about WWE. Triple H then carried on to discuss how the product they are producing comes from all kinds of entertainment and not just the sports world. So what does this mean for AEW? What does WWE see in its direct competitor?
I mean, I think they see it more as from a entertainment prospect.
Yes.
Entertainment point of view, it's more of a competition. But again, like I said, wrestling was going to probably be more of a competition to NXT, just because NXT is more focused on the wrestling than the main roster is, which is more focused on the entertainment.
Yeah, that's a good point. WWE is mainly, at least I think we both agree on this. They're more focused on entertainment than they are on the sports part, and I think that's where they're going wrong. I think they should put more attention on producing good matches, which I think recently they have. I think they've been putting more attention on that. For example, you got Andrade versus Mysterio. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks in a row that they fought each other, but just fucking amazing matches every time. And but here's the thing, they find something that clicks. McMahon finds something that clicks, and then he fucking goes with it every week, and then it gets boring.
Either that or he finds a way to screw it up.
The way that he usually screws it up is just by overdoing it, I think.
Yeah.
Like if I see Andrade versus Mysterio again next week, that's going to be a little disappointing, because yes, they both worked very well with each other, and yes, they put on really good matches, but we don't need to see that 3 or 4 weeks in a row, man.
It's like, remember what they did with the Riot Squad and Bayley and Sasha? How many times they did that in a row?
There's so many different examples that we can use for them overdoing shit. It's just, I think that's just a Vince thing.
I remember who I was talking to when I said it, but I feel like a feud should be a trilogy, and that's it. A trilogy at most.
At most, right.
Because if you look at Stone Cold and The Rock, they only had 3 matches. Major matches, three major matches with each other.
Yeah.
They had the trilogy, then they didn't go after each other again.
Right. And I think once we when we go back onto the Wolves of Wrestling podcast, we'll talk more about WWE and shit like that. But yeah, it's all good points. Where did I leave off here?
It was just kind of a side note. It wasn't really anything to go in. It was just kind of a side note.
Yeah. Look, man, we don't have to follow the script or whatever we're reading, the outline directly. We can move around things. As we know, AEW will be its own brand and will stand on its own feet from day one with its impressive roster of producers. But I'm not even sure that I'm supposed to be reading this, but I don't really care. Want to compete with the company that has writers, directors, and is ran of the greatest wrestling minds in the world. Yeah, I mean, so I guess basically the point is, do you think AEW, which we hit on already, but do you think AEW is going to be WWE's biggest competitor? Or
in a few years, maybe it will. I mean, right off the bat, no.
But right now, who is their biggest competitor? Who is actually taking their audience away from them?
I mean, I would say New Japan, but that's more focused on Japan. But I think over here, no one. I don't have a lot of competition over here, at least.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think AEW is going to make an immediate impact, and I think they already have started making an impact. That's the way I look at it. ROH is cool, but they're not going to be on a big ass network like AEW is. They don't have these huge ass wrestlers behind them. If fucking Kenny Omega is going to be coming to AEW in February. So, I mean, that's pure
speculation. Did he say that he was going to go there, or is it still not sure yet?
I can't imagine a world in which he doesn't come to All Elite Wrestling. Can you? I don't think I can.
Because the Young Bucks are there, Cody's there. It's like he wouldn't.
Yeah, I can't fucking imagine that he doesn't come to AEW. Yeah. Moving on. I got a burp.
Congratulations.
That was beautiful. That smelled like peppers and steak. All right. AEW filed for a trademark.
It's coming out of the attic and out of the basement.
Yeah, true. I'll let you know when it comes out from the basement. I think everybody will hear it too. Anyways, this week AEW filed for another trademark. Change the Universe was filed on January 17th. The universe comes and yeah, so I guess they're gonna try to use that as a slogan.
Maybe.
What do you think? All Elite Wrestling, change the universe. if that's what they end up using it for. I think that sounds good. I think it's catchy.
Maybe, yeah.
And when they say the universe, I think that comes in direct correlation to the WWE universe, and that's what WWE calls all of their fans. And I think that's a direct correlation. I don't think that's a coincidence.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I'm not. I mean, it leans toward it being a yes, but you never really can tell with these things, can you?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be a jab at WWE in a way. Fucking is constantly proven.
Seems kind of subtle, but also not very subtle.
It's somewhere in the middle.
Why do I hear bells?
Oh shit! Do you hear that? That's the bells that you guys hear is the wind bells. What are they called?
Wind chimes.
Wind chimes. Yeah, they're outside. I guess it's windy outside. Shit. All right. Moving on. That was just a quick little thing I figured out to add in there with the well, my boy Dominic added it in there. All right, moving on. In a recent interview with GameSpot, Jay Riso, aka known as Christian, I think I pronounce it Riso. I don't fucking know. Mm-hmm. Christian was discussing his new hosting and judging job on History Channel competition series Night Fight. I don't even know what the fuck that is. And of course, Edge and Christian's show that totally reeks of awesomeness. he keeps up to date with the ongoings outside of WWE, and this is what he has to say about AEW. It's pretty ambitious, which, yes, I agree with that. It is pretty ambitious. Then he says, you have guys like Cody and the Young Bucks, and they've done some pretty big things outside the box, and here's the last year. And here in the last year. And yeah, I wish them all luck. I don't ever think it's a bad thing to have a place for performers to go and perform. I wish them all the luck, and I hope they do well with it. Yeah. Good words from Christian.
Do you remember when the show that Christian is hosting? It kind of reminds me of the show that Chris Jericho used to do.
Which show Jericho used to do?
Robot Combat League.
Oh, I remember watching that show with my. Is that where they made like there were two teams, then they made a robot and they fought each other?
Yeah.
Yo, I remember.
I remember that too.
I haven't thought about that in a while.
I always watched that after SmackDown was over. I think it was on after SmackDown, I think.
Was that Jericho that was in it?
Yeah.
I thought it was somebody else.
Yeah.
It was just Jericho, or were there other wrestlers that were on it?
It was just Jericho.
Oh. Jericho's a fucking legend.
But I still remember watching it after SmackDown. I still remember watching that.
Yeah, I used to watch that like every week. I thought that was fun. I'm going to have to take... I thought I did this a while ago. I'm going to have to take down those wind chimes for next time we record. Those are annoying. I didn't notice that you can hear those. Anyways, Christian also went on to say he is interested to see who Jericho faces. I think we are all by far the most well-known here intentionally. Do you even think Jericho will be doing a lot of wrestling? I mean, he's getting kind of old. He's still good in the ring. Like, don't get me wrong.
I think what he may do is he may wrestle for a bit, then eventually transition to something else.
What if he just pulls an Undertaker and then wrestles like once or twice a year? Which I don't think he will do, but I
think it's more likely that he would wrestle for a while and then transition to something else.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a bad idea for him to only wrestle a few times a year.
Yeah.
Wrestling has a fucking wear and tear on your body. I don't think he has nothing left to prove.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he's got to be doing it for too much longer. He will definitely. I'm sure he'll have a role backstage as a producer and a booker.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be really good at that.
And I think we talked about this last time. I wonder if Cody and the Young Bucks are main bookers, how are they gonna do that?
Yeah, and is that gonna interfere with the storylines in a negative way? Like if they put themselves over other people, I don't think they'll fuck it up. I don't think they'll let their egos get in the way of booking good matches. But I don't think they're going to be the only bookers. I'm sure they're going to hire a bunch of people to come in and help them out. And they also said that the wrestlers themselves are going to have a much bigger say in their storylines.
I wonder how they structure promos, like give them like a general idea and let them work with it, or are they gonna? I don't think they're gonna completely script the promos, but
I think they'll be doing with what you first said. So give them an idea,
like a general premise, and just do it what you want.
Yeah. Basically what WWE was doing in the 90s or for a long ass time.
I really think they should be writing their own promos. I think everyone should be writing their own promos.
Yeah. I think it's essential for wrestlers. I don't think like all of these wrestlers getting micromanaged in WWE, and we've spoken about this a lot, but I don't think that that's the right way to go. I don't think it's the most efficient way to build characters and to build a relationship between the wrestler and the audience. It just doesn't seem it doesn't seem genuine, man. And that's the whole point. You want it to feel genuine, and you want to have this relationship with the character that you see on the TV, and it's just that's not how it is with WWE. And I think that's where AEW is going to make a huge difference. All right. Well, moving on from Christian, did I miss anything? All right. Anyways. Oh yeah. Discuss who do you like to see fight and why. Who would you guys like to see Jericho fight first? Comment down in the section. I fucked that up. Comment. Post the comment in the
comment section below.
Put your fucking answer in the comment section down below. All 2 of you viewers.
All 2 of you.
All 2 of you. Put your answers down in the comment section below. Let's see. Moving on, our next story comes from Pro Wrestling Net's Jason Powell, who today announced that OWE, Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, one of China's top wrestling promotions, which I think that's the promotion that Pac originally went to when he left WWE. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me.
Don't quote me on that.
Announced that Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, one of China's top wrestling promotions, they will be showing their upcoming shows outside of China via UK-based Nothing Else on TV. Wait, what? Really? Is that what it's called? Upcoming shows outside of UK-based Nothing Else on TV. Is that really what it's... That's a good idea. I like that. It's original. This may seem like the biggest news, but this comes in the light that they will recently start working with AEW and that they are intending on showcasing their unique, thrilling take on wrestling. So could this mean that soon they'd be seeing AEW on TV screens? I probably didn't read that right.
I mean, I don't see the problem. I mean, the problem with it, because a lot of times the small promotions have to help build each other up.
Yeah.
So that would be a good way to do it.
Well, ROH and Impact and New Japan have constantly helped each other out in previous years, and I see All Elite Wrestling doing that with other promotions as well. I think one of the only fucking like larger promotions that doesn't do that with other promotions is WWE, right? I mean,
well, the biggest promotion in the world, so
yeah, I mean, yeah, they don't need to. Michael Nee, VP of OWE, had this to say: OWE will do everything to support AEW to bring the best wrestling to the world, and this is the reason why we have to choose to air with Nothing Else on TV being on demand and accessible to all countries outside of China means that we are now opening the doors to wrestling fans all around the world.
I mean, that's actually a good idea because it gets them more exposure. It gets the roster good exposure, and it helps to get wrestling. Helps people see more wrestling that they never knew was there.
Yeah, I wish New Japan would do that more often. It's so hard to find like to watch New Japan shows. For me at least, and like their whole website is just it's a mess because it's all in Japanese and the like the Google Translator doesn't work very well. It's not
Google Translate can do words, not necessarily entire sentences.
Yeah, I think they could improve the efficiency of their site to make it easier for other viewers to watch their content,
or maybe have a translate page where it translates the entire page.
Yeah, and also like I think New Japan World is an app. I think it's in the App Store. It's just not the easiest way. Like WWE makes it easier to watch their products. Even though I wish they had SmackDown and Raw on the WWE network instead of just pay-per-views, but I have my own way of watching SmackDown and Raw that does not include cable. Message me through Instagram if you want to know how I watch it. All right.
I mean, the only reason that I don't watch that often because I obviously have more important things to be doing. But if I
mean, it's only a couple hours a week. It's not like it's not like
it's a lot of time. Like that's like
you're busy motherfucker.
Like if I have a paper, look, school is more important than wrestling to me right now. Okay.
Wrong. Ding dong, your opinion wrong.
Can an opinion really be wrong?
I just claimed your opinion is wrong, and therefore my opinion is right.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Shit. All right, then says, are we looking at the beginning of what could be a merger or the start of AEW on the line to TV showings? How long could it be until we see an on-demand service for AEW?
I'd say a few years. Probably like not. I mean, to get the entire thing set up, maybe I'd say a year, maybe.
Nah, I think they'll probably be doing TV tapings by the end of the summer.
No, I'm saying a streaming service, not streaming of the shows.
It says on-demand service. Okay, yeah, got it.
That might take a few.
I mean, dude, they have so much money behind them. I wouldn't be surprised if they had everything set up before the end of the year. I wouldn't be surprised
either, but we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, on to the final segment of the episode.
How long have we been going?
I mean,
23 minutes.
It's only 23 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. That's. I think we're flowing pretty well. This is better than when I smoked weed before my last episode. All right, for the final segment of the episode, will Double or Nothing sell out? What do you think, dude? MGM Grand's going to be about 17,000 seats. What are you thinking?
Maybe they may fall short a little bit because that always does happen. Because you're in Vegas, so it's like there's a lot more things to do in Vegas than go to a wrestling show. But I would say they have a chance of selling out, but I also feel the possibility that they may miss it by a little bit.
I don't think that it's a matter of if they'll sell out. I think it's a matter of how long it's going to take for them to sell out. If they sold out that venue in Chicago in 29 minutes and like 30 seconds or whatever it was.
Hold on, let me see something.
What?
You want a steak sub?
No. Fuck, bro. I gotta put a sign on the door that says I'm in the middle of recording. Yeah, I don't think it's a matter of if they're gonna sell it. I think they will sell out, but I think it's gonna take longer than All In, obviously, since they're selling almost twice the number of seats. I'm thinking like I'm not qualified to like say anything. I'm not qualified at all. But I think if they just like quick maths real quick, I think if they did all in with which is 10,000 seats in 30 minutes, I think they should be able to do the Vegas venue, which is 17,000. I think they should be able to do that in like anywhere between an hour and 2 hours. Or I could be completely wrong and they don't even sell out. I have no idea.
I'm just looking. It'd be interesting if they. I mean, they could have also done it in the T-Mobile Arena too, which is right on the Strip. But
do you know what the venue, what the seating size is for that? Or it's probably the same or very similar.
It's about 20,000 for the T-Mobile Arena.
And
then
that might be pushing it because it's like
the MGM.
I don't know. The MGM Grand is a really well-known venue. UFC goes there all the time. They picked a good venue. Dude, imagine going there. Holy shit. If I had the cash, holy shit, I would just Yo, AEW, fly me out there. Fly me out there. This is the best. This is the best AEW podcast on the internet.
Do you know what venue I wanted to go to? The Royal Albert Hall.
Oh, is that the place in the UK where they do the?
Yeah, it's in Blackpool. Have you seen the inside of it?
It looks beautiful.
It is. It's beautiful in there.
I still think the best venue in the United States. Call me biased, but I think it's the AT&T Stadium, Jerry World.
Yeah.
Call me biased.
This is the inside of Royal Albert Hall.
It's beautiful in there.
Yeah.
I think that's the end of the fucking podcast.
You know what's funny is I live in Dallas pretty much, but I haven't been to AT&T Stadium yet. I've seen it, but I haven't.
You should just visit. You should just visit it, dude. It's beautiful.
I'm sure it is.
It's beautiful. I'm sure you've driven past it though, right?
We might have, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm curious about is what they did with the old Texas State. I know they tore the Texas Stadium down, but I wonder what they did with the.
Yeah, what is there now? What do they even do with
still
that?
Alive, right?
Yeah. Fuck, I mean, we'll keep going. Shit, I mean, if we're not going to talk about wrestling, then I guess we should just end it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna read off this final thing. So that's everything for this week in the All Elite Wrestling podcast. We have seen the future of WWE. Triple H discusses that All Elite Wrestling could be competition from a WWE legend, which would be Christian. Trademarking the possible. I'm not even gonna read that. It's fucking blind. All right. Anyways. Thank you everybody for tuning into episode 3 of the All Elite Wrestling podcast. Just another shout out to my boy Dominic for helping me write this helping me write this outline. Follow him on Instagram, Dog Called Mick, for all 2 of you viewers, including me. Yeah, bro, thanks everybody for joining. I'm Frankie.
I'm Mackenzie.
He's Mackenzie.
I just said that.
I know. I'm just agreeing with you. Shit.
Oh, I know. Are you trying to steal my thunder over here?
All right. We are all elite. I'm just gonna say that now. Okay. I'm Frankie. He's Mackenzie. We're all elite. Goodbye.